After 3 years of traveling, we've finally made it to our first South American country, Colombia. We've all heard of the famous drug dealer Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar, the Colombian drug king.
The drugs, the cartel, the gang violence, and how the media portrays Colombia as the most dangerous place on earth. But after staying for more than a month in Medellin, we realized it cannot be further from the truth. So in this episode, we want to show you what daily life is really like here and show you a different side of Colombia that is commonly misunderstood and why we fell in love with this beautiful country. Let's start with our neighborhood Envigado. What we didn't realize is that this area Envigado that we're staying at is one of the most peaceful and safest middle-class local neighborhood with tons of greeneries around. Some of these architecture can be very minimalistic and has a unique aesthetic to it.
First day when we just arrived to the city, like checking into our Airbnb, we were so scared. We were just like looking around. It was somewhat dangerous. We were so scared because it was at night. But next day, when we go out and we start walking on the streets, we feel like, wow, wait, why it reminds me to Japan? I don't know why. The buildings here and the food, architecture, a little bit reminds me of Japan. Don't know why. So aesthetic. I like it.
It is a beautiful, quiet neighborhood that is also dog-friendly because in Colombia, people love pets and one of the most pet-friendly countries you ever see.
Almost everywhere we're going, we see dog owners, and it just makes me feeling that I want a dog.
One day.
I want a dog so badly. The city is perfect to live with dogs.
You will see all kinds of different breeds everywhere, and there are many local parks in the neighborhood just for dog walking. Honestly guys, coming to this side of the world, we already prepared not being able to find food that we normally used to at home, but we're so shocked when we first arrived in Colombia and find so many amazing, and I mean really good trendy cafes and restaurants. There's this one that we always go to almost every other day. It's called Brunch, and they focus a lot on the aesthetics on the menu, on the plate, the cups, and of course the food is absolutely delicious, like the Florentina egg and chai latte that we ordered. When we came to Colombia, we didn't know Colombia. It's so modern, so we were completely shocked there are so modern cafes around here.
Yeah, first day when we came here, I'm like, wow, this looks like Bali. I didn't expect this, especially after Cuba and after like Morocco,
Bahamas, so expensive.
Yeah, we come here like, wow, it just look like paradise. I didn't expect Colombia is like this.
Really cool stuff, but you also notice they have a dedicated section on the menu just for pets. When have you ever seen this anywhere at a restaurant?
This area is so peaceful, and locals here have been some of the friendliest, more friendly than any country we have been. As soon as they see foreigners, they're like, hi, how are you? And they start talking in English, even if they don't know how to.
Now, a big reason why we came to Medellin first before any other city is because I saw online that there is a huge digital nomad culture in this city and it's fast growing. You know, if at any point you walk into any shopping malls like this, you can see a lot of people working on the laptops, sitting in cafes around the malls all day long, working behind the computers and even doing Zoom calls in front of you. It's such a cultural shocking sight for us, which in a way also makes us easy to blend in, to do our own work without having the pressure of someone kicking us out.
And I think that's the reason why we came to Medellin, because we've got tons of work to catch up on, especially video editing for Alina. We've got like Cuba video, Bahamas video, we've got so many videos to catch up on, so that's why I decided to come here to this mall every day to work, and we've been very productive. I think because when you're surrounded by so many people also on their laptops, you kind of build that discipline that you also want to work hard in this environment.
Yeah, it feels like digital nomad paradise.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen this only in Asia before, and now we're in Colombia. I didn't expect this.
This is kind of like the Bali of South America.
And our favorite coffee shop in this city is called Pergamino. They've got branches all over Medellin, and to be honest, we knew Colombian coffee is gonna be good, but I've never had better coffee in my life than in Colombia, and that's a really big thing to say that I don't take it lightly. Especially at Colombian Pergamino, like holy crap. Alina just falls in love with the cold brew with different flavors, and I usually stick to my basic cappuccino, but the quality is godlike here. It is also a coincidence, but somehow in exactly this neighborhood also has the biggest shopping mall in the whole of Medellin. It is a huge mega mall with modern design and tons of international shops, even Chinese brands, which is really surprising to find anything Asian related over here on the other side of the world because it's so far away.
Like China, they even have power bank rental as well. I think you just have to scan the QR code and then you can get one of these.
And of course, also other shops that are super trendy, like this one here, the doggy pajamas and outfits.
Colombian people that much love dogs, so they even have this brand with pajama with dogs. And then inside there, they're selling so many cute pajama with cutie dogs. I bought for myself one of like this. You wanna one to you too?
Oh. beautiful one for Alina, and the one Alina got was very cute.
There are also access to supermarkets, international food like bubble tea, Cinnabon, frozen yogurt places. But I guess in general in Colombia, there are just so many food options to choose from, which for people like me is very indecisive and a hard one to choose.
I think one of the most cultural shocking things for me coming to Colombia is to find so big shopping malls like this. Like literally it's very shocking because we came from, Morocco, and there were not a lot of shopping malls that are quite like this. And we always thought that Colombia, it's like such a dangerous place and maybe not so developed.
Speaking of that, the coolest and shocking thing has to be the malls here are dog friendly. When have you seen another country where you can see dogs walking around like this in a shopping mall? And also in the next episode, you'll discover that this doesn't just happen in Medellin, but the whole of Colombia in general, where you can find dogs boarding airplanes like a little kid. Now obviously Colombia has a bad rep because of its violent past with drugs and gangs, so we decided to check out what they call the most dangerous areas in Medellin, Comuna 13.
We have arrived what they call the most dangerous area here in Medellin, but in reality, it's further from the truth.
It's not dangerous at all. Here's more tourists than we ever seen in Medellin.
Today is a public holiday, Good Friday, but still, it is so busy.
They're selling so cool t-shirts. See, it's matching my style. They're selling Comuna 13.
Yeah, so cool t-shirt. I actually like it. I think it's been reformed into a rather touristy safe area, and I think the highlight of this is how to transform a very dangerous area into a safer and a warming community. You know what we found just now? We found cannabis ice cream. So I was doing a quick search whether cannabis is legal here in Colombia or not, and it actually is illegal. So I was like, why are they selling here in Comuna 13? Turns out it is just that they extract the flavor of cannabis and they put it in the ice cream. So technically it's legal. Kind of like a loophole. I feel like there's something you only find in Comuna 13,
Comuna 13.
You know, when I search about Comuna 13, the funniest thing that comes up as one of the top attractions in this area is an escalator. You might be wondering why an escalator is a top attraction. Apparently because this is something that is newly built into the slope of Comuna 13. It makes going up and down the mountains a lot easier for the locals because back in the day there are maybe like 28 sets of stairs that allows locals to walk up the stairs all the way to their home. But now they built this escalator. Within 6 minutes, you can go all the way to up. So just now we came across this neon light art gallery that we went into, and it was amazing.
Yeah, I didn't know it's gonna be that fun. So for entrance you pay only 30,000 Colombian peso, and inside everything was so neon.
I like how they built up the atmosphere into it. So at the start they give you eye masks for you to walk into like the museum. And then I think the purpose of that is so that when your eyes become completely dark and when you open your eyes seeing all this neon light, it's like
a space, everything becomes super bright. And also I feel like because they speak on the Spanish there, so it's so funny how she always keep giving us translator to like read in English and like, understand. It was so fun. My favorite part was the room with a lot of bubbles. It was my dream since my young age to go like jump into these bubbles and just enjoy like a swimming pool. Oh, it was my dream to do like this. Nice.
I can't even see where your body is. Can I jump down? Where is Alina? Your teeth are so bright. It's like you put toothpaste on your teeth. I hide myself. I don't know why, just now I felt like I was in a spiritual place. Everywhere you go, it's like meditation music, and then there are just neon lights everywhere. It's like you're in some kind of effect,
Yeah, I know.
I want to say drugs, but it's kind of bad.
Around 20 years ago, this was one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in the city, heavily affected by cartel violence, gang activities, and armed conflict.
I think one of the coolest things here in this district is that you can see there are lots of different vendors. And some of these vendors, previously, they could also be ex-gang members or just, someone who was born in this dangerous neighborhood before. But you can see the last 20 years, they're really trying their best to transform this neighborhood into a safer space, creating arts like that, graffitis, paintings everywhere. And also you can see lots of street performance, trying to earn a living the legitimate way and just welcoming more tourists so that it transforms Colombia as a whole, making the reputation a little bit better than before.
Colombia is so much more than just city life in Medellin. It's actually one of the most biodiverse countries in the world. So we want to check out what they call the most colorful town in Colombia, just a couple of hours by bus from Medellin to see what life in the countryside is really like.
The interesting thing about this town is that it's not just because it's colorful, but there are also a lot of these very artistic panels at the lower half of the wall in every single store. It usually represents the common beliefs or the traditions or some kind of history or culture, or even sometimes it's just, you know, in modern world, it's just art.
Oh, look at this. This is Mona Lisa. She looks so cute.
You paint this?
No,
No.
other.
Other people.
Sí.
Ah, so good. Oh.
Piña colada.
Ah,
Very good.
pineapple.
Because she's drinking pina coladas and So you can see behind me, it's a Tuk Tuk, local Tuk Tuk, and it's super colorful. And you can see every Tuk Tuk is different colors. So it looks like they're just taking the art from the heart and painting how they want.
You know, usually in another country, they intentionally paint the whole street super colorful to attract so many tourists. But this is actually just an ordinary street in a normal everyday life in Guatapé.
Even you just now mentioned that he's a lot of tourists, but it's actually only Colombian local tourists, not foreigners. It's so rare to find here foreigners. Feels like not a lot of people know about this town. And maybe it's not popular destination for foreigners. Only like local Colombian travel to Guatapé.
I feel like that's the thing with usually Colombia. Just no one knows about this country that much. It's such a hidden gem. And you've got so many bad comments about Colombia or the bad reputation about, you know, Pablo Escobar, the drugs and everything. But no one has ever actually talked about the colorful towns of Colombia, you know?
I never knew that Colombia feels so safe, feels so friendly, feels like that colorful.
I guess if you look at this, you might think we're in Europe, but we're actually not. We're in Colombia. And this church has the colonial design, the white and the red paintings that matches with the overall aesthetics of the whole town. So it blends in really well. Speaking of restaurant, now we're gonna have lunch, and I just want to say I'm so surprised that in Guatapé there's so many good restaurants. Like yesterday we went to eat paella, and after we went to an Asian restaurant to eat sashimi, and it actually tasted good. But today we're actually having lunch at a place where we're facing the lake. Alina ordered the classic beef burger with a side of chips. And for me, I ordered the crusted seared tuna with a side of salad, and it comes with an orange sauce as well.
Now, if you're new here, Ali and I have a little tradition of buying souvenir Christmas decoration from every country we go.
We just randomly came to Souvenir Shop to look for souvenirs, and I thought like, wow, so cute duck, and I start pressing, and I press and it punched me for electroshock.
I'm scared.
You press?
You just said it's an electric shocker.
You press? Press?
No. Apple. No. Apple.
See, that's the thing about Colombia. The nightlife is often even more exciting than the day. And just to point out, Colombians are amazing at desserts, so we're totally spoiled here. Alina's got what she called the best Cinnabon ever, and I've got my ice cream just next door. Now, we didn't walk too far today because tomorrow we've got a big adventure coming up.
Good morning here from a peaceful, quiet morning in Guatapé. So today we are gonna go to a neighboring town to climb the El Peño, which means the rock, the one that's been standing out here in the middle of nowhere in the town. It's super obvious, and we're gonna climb up there. But first, we're gonna get breakfast as usual in every morning, and we're starting the day with some Venezuelan food. Apparently, this is called Reina Pepitia, something like that. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but it's basically an arepas, a cornbread inside with avocado and chicken. And we got coffee, and Alina actually got a croissant with some scrambled egg and spinach as well. So after breakfast, we're gonna go to the hike.
Okay, so now we're taking Tuk Tuk and we're going to our adventure.
Oh, I love Tuk Tuks. The mountain fresh air early in the morning, it just hits differently. You know, it is this kind of moment that reminds me that I'm so grateful that we have this kind of experience traveling around the world. You know, this could be a normal day-to-day commute for the locals, but for us, this is like a whole interesting experience because we don't see this kind of transportation in our countries. Muchas gracias. Bye.
Gracias.
You know, just now the road is so steep that this Tuk Tuk was struggling to go up and it looks very exhausting. Now, seeing this rock in person, I'm a bit nervous. Knowing that I have to climb 740 steps. I don't know how many staircases there are. It's been a while since I've done leg day, so today is the day.
Yeah, I see they have cable car. Why we don't taking cable car?
It's not for human. It looks like they're transporting stuff up the mountains.
Can they transfer me?
Yeah, just walk lah, no need. Cable car.
Justin decided to fly drone first to show the beautiful view.
And then Alina would be like, fly drone enough, can
Enough?
see already.
Let's go.
I know Alina too well.
Yeah, now they will think I don't like adventure. I like adventure, so we will climb there. It's gonna be tough, but it's okay. Here's already beautiful. Why do we need to go there?
I love adventure. I love adventure. Just look on Google Photo, it's enough, I think. Actually, when you get closer to the rock, it doesn't look that intimidating. Maybe because perspective, you know? It looks like all the staircases are just like squeezing together. So that's why it doesn't look like there are so many steps. So this is the entrance already. It says, welcome to La Pedra. This rock costs 30k per ticket. And now we're at the entrance already. So as we climb up the stairs, we actually keep seeing these yellowed number painted on the staircases. I think it actually represents how many steps we are in on this journey. So in total, apparently there are 740 steps. It means we have walked a tenth of the journey already. So it doesn't seem that hard. We're only at the beginning. Now it's 100 already.
To be honest, it feels so scary because the steps are so steep. So I'm worried to fall down. Here's so many people and so narrow stairs. That's why it's kind of like become a traffic. Cannot imagine if we go a little bit late, here be like completely like need to wait for everyone to go up.
You know how they painted the white numbers on every staircase? Now I feel like it's kind of a motivation to let people keep track of how many steps there are left, you know?
That's true, otherwise you'll never know.
At least you know you're halfway there already, 300. Oh, I guess we're here.
Finally.
That was pretty easy. That was so easy.
Easy. I feel like we go to like 15th floor up in a building.
Clearly you've never run up a staircase when the lifts are not working.
No,
in
never.
Hong Kong we've got 20th floor, you know?
And
You always,
we have 5 floor only.
proud of you.
Oh, thank you, thank
Good job,
you.
good job. Wow, the view. This is, so we actually said that this year we're gonna go to Patagonia and we're gonna hike for like 4 or 5 days and camp. I guess this is a warm-up round for Alina. Good job. I mean, compared to remember in Ninh Binh, we walk up the mountains
Ninh
too.
Binh was more tough, yeah.
Yeah, this is easier, I feel
easier.
like. And maybe your cardio has gone better, optimistically.
You're so sweaty, you just now make me wet. No!
It just shows how much I love you. Wow, so beautiful here. Worth it? Mm-hmm. This is what I call a hike that is worth it. Sometimes when you hike up, you don't see nothing, and you're like, why did I hike up? But this is worth it. We're seeing turquoise lake, dense greenery, it's looking like a forest or jungle, and you've got settlements everywhere with roads connecting all these small islands-ish. And keep in mind, it's not a lake, like I said yesterday, it is actually a reservoir. There's a QR code there, that's so smart.
Where?
There.
Oh, that's true.
Imagine people up in the mountain just scan that. I wonder what it says.
Scan?
Yeah.
We want to scan now, so see what is there. But
But it's too far. It's too far.
Zoom in?
They need to make it bigger. See, I can't focus.
Oh no.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
They thought it's smart, but it's not.
So this park is actually claimed ownership by both towns.
the Guatapé town and also the El Peño town. And at one point, they were kind of fighting against each other to claim ownership of this rock. So the people from Guatapé actually came to this rock and started marking down Guatapé. But then they got stopped halfway and it got stuck at G and then U halfway. But it looks like a GL right now. So that's why in most souvenir stores, when you buy a magnet of the rock, you'll see it says GL only. And on the side of this rock, it also says GL. So it's kind of a funny story. But now these days, there's no more beef. I think they are quite chill. They just take it as a joke. And speaking of souvenirs, there's actually a small shop selling them at the top of the rock. And we finally found something special for our Christmas tree so we can always remember this day. So after the rock just now, we actually took a Tuk Tuk back to Guatapé, and from Guatapé we took a local bus for around 40 minutes to this very local area. It just feels like we're the only tourists here, and we're gonna go and check out an animal farm.
At the entrance, they're already selling so many cute alpaca
so cute.
souvenirs. Look at this, so fluffy. Oh,
Wow, so
that's
cute.
So cute. Oh, you.
Alpaca is my spirit animal because I'm that
I thought
person.
golden retriever your spiritual animal.
I don't know, yeah, both maybe.
So for 10,000 pesos, it includes a ticket's entry cost and 2 buckets of carrots for feeding the animals. But you've got to be careful because these alpacas and llamas can get quite pushy when they see food.
Wait,
Oh
who
my-
is this alpaca?
Oh my
Llama?
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
It's so beautiful.
Are you alpaca or llama?
It's llama.
Llama. Wait. I'll give you.
Right, behind you, baby, behind you.
They're so scared. They're attacking me. No. You just follow me. I know. А все? No more?
Oh, you
Life
tricked them.
hack.
Where did you put it?
Here.
Ah,
Need to hide, guys.
smart,
Otherwise they're gonna
smart.
attack.
I like that one. Oh, so many there.
Okay.
Looks like he's not interested.
Looks like he is full already.
He's
Can
so
I touch
fluffy
him?
though.
Wow. Like a sofa.
Wow, he's so soft.
I know.
It reminds me of Japanese airy cheesecake. Like that sponge, you know? Wow. Can I join in? Looks like they're having fun too. So I came to this animal farm and there's so many llamas and alpacas everywhere and they were so cute and friendly too. It's not like the ones that run away, but these ones actually run towards you because there are lots of food. You can feed them with carrots.
They're so cute. They're just everywhere. And they're super fluffy. We already walked around all this area. And they have not only alpacas. They also have pigs, donkeys.
Goats, sheep, emu.
So many. It's like a full zoo
Wait.
here.
Unlike many other zoos or farms that we've been in the past, the animals here actually look happy. They're well fed and maintained and full of spirits in general. You can even feed the fishes from a baby bottle. Also maybe because they're used to having human around, that's why alpacas and llamas generally are so chill and can just randomly sit next to you. It is definitely one of the most adorable interactions with animals we've ever done, and they're so fluffy.
No, looks like they cannot bite. See? They don't biting. They just like whoop. Oh, that's so cute. They're selling t-shirt with alpaca.
Eating a t-shirt.
Two, choose one. Ay, молодец. Good job.
We are honestly so in love with this place. Who would have thought in Colombia you could just sit and hang out with alpacas and llamas like this? For example, this alpaca just came right up to us and sit next to me, so we became best friends. I can say this is one of our happiest memories in our travels for sure. Spending quality time with my spirit animals so up close, like just wow. When will I ever get another experience like this? It is seriously incredible. Also, we cannot pass up this opportunity to get another souvenir to remember this exact moment we spent time with the cutest alpacas and llamas in Colombia.
Behind you, see?
It's behind me. Yeah, no.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oi!
Hey, that's not
Lost control. And just like that, I think this episode has come to an end.
I hope you enjoyed this episode because I feel like, towns like this are so underrated and no one knows about Guatapé. And I feel like always people around the world have this perspective that Colombia is so dangerous and there is nothing to do here, but it's not true. It's further from the truth.
We prove you the opposite, that Colombia it feels super safe, super nice, super friendly and super delicious. Okay, don't forget to put like, comment and subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed yet, and see you guys next time.
See you.
You say bye-bye too?
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.